The Corporate Ladder, a lesson in conducting job interviews. At Bright Future University, Professor Emily Hart was known for her practical approach to teaching English communication.
She understood that her students would soon be stepping into the corporate world, where conducting job interviews would be a critical skill. To prepare them, she decided to share a story about a former student, Jack, who had just landed a managerial role at a leading tech company. Jack had always been a dedicated student.
After graduating, he quickly climbed the corporate ladder, eventually earning a position as a hiring manager. On his first day in this new role, Jack received an email from HR, "You're scheduled to conduct interviews for a key position tomorrow." Nervous but determined, Jack remembered the lessons from Professor Hart's classes. He knew that conducting a job interview wasn't just about finding the right candidate. It was also about representing the company and creating a positive experience for the interviewee. Step 1. Understanding the role. Jack's first task was to thoroughly understand the job he was hiring for. He reviewed the job description, the skills required, and the company's values. He knew that without this knowledge, he wouldn't be able to assess candidates effectively. Step 2. Preparing the questions. Drawing from what he learned in Professor Hart's class, Jack prepared a mix of questions. He included
Behavioral questions. Can you tell me about a time when you faced a significant challenge at work and how you handled it?
Technical questions. What specific tools or software are you proficient in, and how have you used them to benefit your previous employers? Cultural fit questions. Why do you want to work at our company? And how do you think you align with our values?
Jack knew these questions would help him evaluate the candidate's skills, experience, and whether they would fit into the company culture. Step 3. Setting the stage. On the day of the interview, Jack arrived early to prepare the meeting room.
He made sure the environment was professional but welcoming.
He arranged the seating so that the interview would feel more like a conversation than an interrogation. Thank you for coming in today. I'm excited to learn more about your experience and how you might fit with our team.
When the first candidate, Laura, arrived, Jack greeted her warmly.
Step 4. Conducting the interview.
As the interview progressed, Jack followed a structured approach. He began with easier questions to help Laura feel comfortable, gradually moving to more challenging ones. He listened actively, maintaining eye contact and nodding to show he was engaged. When Laura described her previous work experience, Jack asked follow-up questions. You mentioned leading a project team. How did you ensure that the project stayed on track, and what was the outcome? This not only showed that Jack was listening, but also allowed him to dig deeper into her experience. Step 5. Assessing the candidate. After the interview, Jack took time to reflect on Laura's responses. He considered her qualifications, how she handled herself during the interview, and whether she seemed like a good fit for the company. Jack also referred to his notes, ensuring that his assessment was based on facts rather than first impressions. Step 6. Providing feedback. Laura, we were particularly impressed by your problem-solving skills and how you managed your previous projects. We believe you'll bring great value to our team. Back in Professor Hart's classroom, the students listened intently as she finished Jack's story. Jack's success wasn't just about asking the right questions, Professor Hart explained. It was about creating an environment where candidates felt comfortable, listening actively, and making decisions based on a thorough understanding of the role and the company's needs. She continued, as future managers, you'll be responsible not just for selecting the right candidates, but also for representing your company's values. A well-conducted interview can leave a lasting impression on both you and the candidate. Moral of the story: conducting a successful job interview requires thorough preparation, active listening, and a focus on both the candidate's qualifications and their fit with the company culture. Like, share, and subscribe for more such stories.